Hey guys, welcome back to the most immaculate channel out there on YouTube. We are back with the journal and we are sharing some more thoughts. This time I thought today we could just go a little bit in depth on the least interested principle. I've referenced it in a few other videos and I've made TikToks about it, but I felt like I should just go ahead and make a YouTube video about it. This one's going to be on the shorter side because I'm kind of just throwing it together right before 12 at night, but I work tomorrow so I can't really throw together much for y'all, so I'm trying to work ahead. Ready? The least interested principle. What do you think that is? Because to me, it is what it sounds like. It's a principle about somebody being least interested. And you wonder, least interested in what regard? Like, relationship, situationship, whatever, all of it. Whether it's business, platonic, romantic, or even a soulmate, the least interested principle stands. Because the least interested principle states that the party in a platonic, business, or romantic relationship that is more willing to exit the relationship or less wanting to stay has the most power, because the party in the relationship that wants the other person to stay is most likely doing whatever they can to appease that party, which might be sacrificing their own good, because in life you need to focus on what's good for you and your own mental health, and if that positively affects other people, that's not for you to deem, that's just for it to happen naturally. In life, each moment is fleeting, so if it's fleeting, what are you worried about the past for? We should be focused on the present and or the future. You follow? So, not to get too off topic, but the least interested principle is very intricate because you wonder about your situationship right now. Like, oh, Sydney, you might not be talking about me because he texted me, last week at 3:45 p.m. And although we haven't talked in 6 days, I'm sure he still has feeling. Sorry to break it to you, but he is definitely over it. Men like the chase. They love to feel like they're competing for a woman's attention because they don't like the she's for everybody stereotype, but they are the ones who made it, I guess. So, ironically enough, she's for everybody, but they don't want a girl who's for everybody. They want a girl who's to herself, low body count, whatever, these stupid ideals that they don't hold for themselves. With that being said, women prefer the simp. We prefer the guy who's gonna, go hand and foot for us, stop the world for us, go grab the moon with the freaking Despicable Me shrink ray and bring it to Earth, we want the guy that's going to take our breath away. And with that being said, most men are looking to chase. They're looking for a challenge, and they like the challenge. So, ladies, my advice for you on that situation is be the chase. Remember your self-worth. Never let a guy ignore you for days and then tell you he still cares, because that's not true. The longest I've ever been ignored by my man, 24 hours maybe, and that was just because we weren't together at the time and he was at work and we had just started talking and he goes, hey, sorry I ghosted you, and he hadn't talked to me for about like 28 hours at the time, and I was like, it's all good, and because I was talking to like 6 other people at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I was being a little bit of a thought, but he was really apologetic about it, and he was like, honestly, I've just been working really hard, like I throw my head into work. And what I've always wanted in a significant other is a hard worker, because I'm a hard worker. I throw myself into everything I do, whether that be my actual jobs, because I always have 2 to 3 at one time, or if that's YouTube or TikTok or whatever entertainment I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I throw myself into it because it's important to me. So with that being said, let me not go off topic, but you guys deserve a man who's gonna fall head over heels for you. Like, seriously. And I know I have a lot of LGBTQ members, so when I say that, I'm excluding you guys from that conversation because female to female relationships are extremely different. I've been in one, and male to male relationships are extremely different. I haven't been in one, but I just assume that it works slightly differently. And with this being said, I understand hetero relationships more because there's more studies on it. It's more of a broad topic, so I'm talking more broadly, openly about it. But if you're a guy liking a guy, just remember, guys like the chase, so be his chase. And if you're a woman, women like affection, and they like being proven that they're better. Women want you to prove to them that they're worth more like you say they are. So if you didn't really understand that, because I kind of confused myself, if you tell me I'm this and you tell me I'm that, you're so pretty, you're so cool, you're so funny, but you don't prove that with anything. And I'm not talking about materialistic, like you just don't give any forethought, you don't, you don't ask me questions about my day, you don't try to, segue the conversation into seeing how I feel about something. Guys who don't truly... I'm thinking about cutting my hair short again. Sorry to go off topic. Like I said, y'all are getting raw uncut Sydney, so you got to deal with the ADHD. I don't actually have that, but I'm about to cut my hair again because I missed the short hair life. Look at how cute this looks. I'm about to cut my hair right now because this looks so good. Gosh. With that being said, guys, the least interested principle. What I started this video about, and then I used that anecdote and Sydney ramble time to kind of explain. So with that being said, examples of the least interested principle would be dating or the talking stage. If somebody's talking to you for over 2 weeks, not really a good sign there, darling, because men actually know if they like a girl after 3 to 14 days of talking to her. They know. So if he hasn't gotten you into a relationship yet or tied it down, sweetheart, he is definitely using you for pleasures on the side, and he has somebody else in mind who is giving him the chase. Somebody else who's ignoring him. You know how they say the nice guy wants the B word, but the B word wants the F boy, and the F boy wants the nice girl, but the nice girl wants the nice guy. You see that little cycle? Although true, I just think it's a little bit more calculated, intricate, just a little bit more in depth. And I guess I can break that down for you guys. So with that being said, you're always going to be chasing somebody who's chasing somebody else, no matter what. Because life is unexpected, life is random, and you don't know when you're going to meet your soulmate or your other half or your significant other or whatever, your twin flame. You don't know. So in each fleeting moment, when you're just living life, thinking, oh, he'd be cute to bang, she's really sexy, whatever you want to think, your other half, they weren't in your life. So those guilty thoughts you have of, oh my gosh, I was almost with this person, oh my gosh, this happened. If they wanted to, they would. You see what I mean? If somebody wants something to happen, nothing should stop them from making that happen other than time itself. So let's say I want to go see my man. The only thing that's stopping that is time. The time it takes to drive over there. But in that being said, it's part of the process. Real external factors, like the stuff that you have to take into consideration, is the fact if he wants to see me or not, if he has work, if I have work, how much time, this is about time, but how much time in the day do we have to sort out for each other? It really just depends, guys. So I don't want you to leave this conversation thinking, hey, well, maybe because this person follows the guidelines of the least interested principle, maybe I'm the exception. You're not the exception. You're not. If you were the exception, you would know it, okay? And quite frankly, if a man really likes you, he will show it. So there's this really ravishing saying that I just live for. It says, if a man likes a woman, they'll be together. But if a man doesn't like a woman, she'll be confused. I'm not confused. My brother's not confused. Or he. I think they're confused. Are you confused? Okay, so with that being said, if you're confused, honey, it's about time to move on. Because that's Manipulation 101. And if I haven't done Manipulation 101 in the journal, it's next up on the list, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead and throw down in the comments if you think I should do Manipulation 101. Not too in-depth, but it does just talk about some key tactics of manipulators. I need to go more in-depth about that page before I make a whole video on it. But it definitely can be talked about if you guys need to know key things to look for when dealing with a manipulator. I'm going to tell you right now that whoever you're in your situationship with, you're talking to, whatever, they should be trying to text you every day. They should want to respond and let you know what's going on in their day, whether they get caught up at work or if they're in an argument with their parents. They should be wanting to keep you informed. They should be spoiling you, and you should be spoiling them. All of this is vice versa. You should be taking care of them. They should be taking care of you. If they're not doing these basic things that are for a relationship, you're in the talking stage for a test run of the relationship, but you're not even allowing them to do the relationship things. You're letting them get away with the easy stuff, the maybe F and dip, who knows, maybe a hookup, who knows. But if you expect this stuff in a relationship, but you're not letting them know that during the talking stage, you're just letting them get by with thing after thing. I don't know how I feel about that one, but like I said, it's none of my business. But you guys, honestly, it's a judgment-free zone. If you know that you're going head first into a toxic situation, but you just don't know what to do or you have nothing better to do, go ahead and dive into it. The person I was with before my husband literally was ruining my day all the time. If you want to hear that story time, I have a video up on Instagram, on my third Instagram page, completely open page. It's sjiadyh. My YouTube Instagram Twitter all my ats. Sjiadyh. Okay? If you would like to go check out that story time, it's how I was manipulated by one of my coworkers for 18 parts of the video, each 60 seconds. So it's about a 20-minute story time. And I honestly hope you guys enjoy it because it will help you see your situation more objectively. Seeing that I went through the same thing, seeing that somebody you look up to went through the same thing. Not to mention I lost a lot of weight after that situation was done with, because you tend to put on weight overeating or undereating due to depressive situations that are suppressing your natural feelings. With that being said, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I really appreciate you for watching. I'm sorry that I'm lacking energy. I worked both my jobs today. My first job opened up again. My second job has been open for about a month, so I've been going there on and off. But it's just a lot's going on right now. I'm still going to hit you guys with that content. Please do not think I'm going to slack on you. I started this project, so I'm going to finish it. So, with that being said, all of you guys are super immaculate, and I'm so glad that you're choosing to spend 12 minutes with me instead of doing it somewhere else, okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments. Please let me know how you feel. Please let me know if you're going through something. I can hit you with advice in the comments if I see it. So it's great to hear from you guys again, okay? I hope you all have an immaculate day, okay? Take it easy.